Hello and welcome to bloody hell. It's the second podcast I've done today, and the second time I haven't worked out which episode number it will be. Welcome to this episode of the CPRW podcast. It's a brand new one. I am joined by Dan number two. Hi Dan.
Hiya, Colin. How's it going?
I am on top form as ever.
I've noticed.
Yeah, this morning I recorded a podcast previewing the fest with Paul and Summers. So we haven't recorded one of these since July, I don't think. And now it's nearly the end of September. And yeah, I'm out of practice. Doing two in a day is a bit silly. But yeah, so today Dan and I will be talking about Tilderfest, or Tilderfest 2, I should say, which is coming up in a couple of weeks at time of recording. It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
But before we crack on with it though, okay, so since the last podcast, me and Dan have hung out. I can't talk anymore. Words, where? Me and Dan
out together.
We have spent some time together, and I shouldn't use cool people slang. Spent some time together. Yeah. So the first one was the direct hit show that happened at the New Cross Inn in August, where Dan's band Tape It Shut played. So does Dan want to talk about that? Because I clearly can't talk anymore.
Yeah, I can't talk about particularly how I played because I'm not. But the lineup was Tape It Shut, Serial Box Heroes, Eat Defeat, and Direct Hit, which is just like a perfect bill. Paul put me on with my favorite band, Direct Hit, and I've just over the moon. I think I talked to you about it shortly after, about being like on a happy cloud the entire 2 weeks afterwards, after basically playing this show. But it was just so lovely to play with that, and all of the New Cross friends that I had turned up super early, and everyone caught us, and I really can't complain. I was just thank you to Paul and everyone for turning up. That was just absolutely lovely for me. And yeah, Direct Hit were amazing. Eat Defeat smashed it as usual. Summers is just incredible, and I actually really like Summers is not now playing bass. He's just singing, and they've got a bass player in now, and I actually really like that as a configuration for Eat Defeat. Yeah, it sounded really good, and I thought they were incredible.
Yeah, we saw obviously Eat Defeat at Punk Rock Holiday as well, was obviously as a 5-piece, and seeing Summers being able to sort of run around a bit more and move around. He jumped off the stage, and I think them being a 5-piece and gives them a lot more freedom to frontman it. So that was really cool. Oh, if you're not on the Dan's got a bit of paper out of a folder. What's going on?
I just remembered that Mark gave me the Direct Hit set list. Mark from Our Lives in Cinema and In It Records gave me the set list from the night
as really well. Cool. That's awesome.
I still need to frame it and find somewhere to put it, but it's definitely with me. And they played absolutely everything I wanted to hear. And they closed with Do the Sick, which is my favorite Direct Hit song. It's the best Direct Hit song. And yeah, just over the moon. Also, Serial Box Heroes, just incredible.
Yes, it was lovely to hear. The first time they've played a show in forever as well, wasn't it? So
yeah, it was lovely to hear Connor's old band, and yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and the other time we've spent time together, we saw each other on time of recording this on Saturday for the Tripsun Chemstrain single release show.
Yeah,
Tripsun, obviously formerly Triple Sunday, but we've got to get in the habit of saying Tripsun now. It's going to be very difficult.
I was quite impressed that Hassan came onto stage and said we're Tripsun instead of Triple Sunday.
I think for the whole night, the only time I heard someone on stage say Triple Sunday was when Skiv Jordan, I think, said it. But yeah, everyone did very well in saying the right band name.
Yeah. How good's Chemstrains as well? We haven't even talked about that. It's incredible.
I think everything they seem to do now is getting better and better and better.
Yeah, I think that's the best song they've put out, and yeah,
they're just an incredible band.
Incredible. And I only caught the last song of the first band. I can't remember their name.
Languish.
languish. How were they?
They were, I mean, I'm not going to say they were my favorite band in the world, but
Hmm.
it's not my kind of thing, but they seem good at what they do, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
sort of, I remember the first song they played, it was very effects pedal heavy and a bit sort of, I was a bit like, oh, don't know if I'm going to like this. But as they played, they did more sort of, it was really like I've written about this in review, and it'd be a far more eloquent than this nonsense that's coming out of my mouth. But they kind of they had like a dreamy emo element. They had like hardcore elements, some sort of post punky stuff. They're just really sort of cool mixture of stuff, and it worked. Like it's cool to have like a different sounding band than like just loads of pop punk bands on the bill, which I appreciated.
I really enjoyed the mixed bill. Buds were like incredible, and I always loved watching them. And I'd
They are the
seen them.
best.
We'd played with them like the night before, and they were just like they played a headline set, and they did a Dinosaur pile-up cover of thrash metal, and it was absolutely incredible. I didn't know Dan's voice could do that, and like he does like the full-on thrash metal sort of screamy like sort of vocal, and it was like incredible. But like they played amazing, and I was like dead chuffed to see them on the bill.
They're like always on tour, it seems, or they're always playing shows.
It's because they're really good.
They are really good. I've seen them. They're playing New Cross soonish, supporting a band called Trashed, I think.
Yeah.
I forget the date.
They're going
now.
on tour with Trashed, I think.
Yeah,
well.
so I'm kind of tempted to pop along to that, but we'll see because I shouldn't be spending money on things. But yeah, the Buds are incredible. And Skiv played, and Skiv always played. A lot of fun.
And then Grey Market played.
Grey Market played. And that
Skiv are great. Like it's amazing hearing shit from the album. Like I really like this new era of Skiv, and like they sound like really, really solid now and full as a band. And like adding Leo to the mix is just like elevated them so much, and like his bass playing is incredible.
I can't think of a bass player, or I mean, not that I know what makes a good bass player. I'm not a musician, but Leo to me seems like the best bass player in the sort of definitely the London scene.
Oh yeah, I think potentially like he's definitely the best like London bass player in the punk scene. I think I can't think of anyone better.
He's incredible. Like, and it's fun just seeing him have the space to actually sort of rock out, as it were, and move around a bit, because he could never do that in just saying A, because there's 100 of them and the stages aren't that big. Then the Grey Market were a fun one as well. I'd not listened to them at all, because sort of knowing sort of Theo, and I wanted to experience his band live for the first time rather than going with any like preconception of what they're like.
I listened to the single they put out, which was 2 songs. I think the second one was Filth, and the first one, I can't remember what it was, the name of it right now. Tomorrow. Yeah, it's the Lockdown one, which ends with same time tomorrow, sort of like, and it's like about like sort of a mental breakdown during lockdown, and then like sort of this idea that it just is going to happen again and again and again in this vicious cycle. Like that's what I think it's about. But like it was amazing. Like Theo as a front person is like,
he's born for it.
Such power, such like filth. It was lovely. And like the speak singing with like the hardcore ferocious bite behind it. Oh, I love it. It's great.
I was so impressed. Again, it's not something I would sort of go out of my way to like put on to listen to, but seeing it live was incredible. Like I was so impressed.
Yeah, I thought, I was dead impressed.
And then so Trip Sun, amazing.
Yeah, great,
amazing band. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I really struggled with the review because I've seen them so many times play so many amazing sets. Even just since lockdown, like, and bands sort of started playing shows again. Trip Sun seems so revigorated and up for it, and every single show they smash, but it's just really like they always seem so happy on the stage. You know what I mean? And I love them so much.
Yeah, like I think both of me and you speak from a position of just seeing them so many times now. Like I think I've missed 2 trips on performances this year. Like,
Yeah.
and uh yeah, every song is a banger. The new stuff versus the old stuff, it feels refreshing to hear the old stuff played so tight and so fast against new stuff, which sounds like so much of a step forward with like powerful hooks and sort of like everything sort of blends together like so well in their live set, and getting people up and like participation from like their friends and stuff is just part of the set now, and
The
it
thing
just
is,
feels like it feels really, really friendly and part of a community when I watch them, and
yeah,
I love it.
I was talking to Mike, it's Mike Smith, their guitarist, I think the day before the gig, and he was saying, well, they've got like a planned surprise thing they're gonna do that's like could either be really, really cringy or brilliant. And I was like, oh, what is it? And he sort of joked, what they're gonna do is they're gonna go really quiet, get everyone to like start kneeling down, and then when the song comes back in, everyone jumps up. And I was like, if you do that, I'm leaving. And he was like, yeah, we're not. But I was
Listen,
sort
the
of
scene do that all the time. There's
uh,
a wrestling band that do that.
loads of bands do it. Like
I like it.
at Punk Rock Holiday, I feel like Zebrahead did it about 15 times during their set.
That's because they're zebra head.
Yeah,
They're zebra head, and they need to do it.
they're a party band. But yeah, but I was me and Mike were saying like it's so much better when like you can get a crowd interaction organically. You don't have to like do like a gimmicky thing to like everyone get down, everyone wave your hands. And that's what Triple Sunday do really well. They get people involved. It's organic.
Mm.
That was a really long story to say it's organic. But yeah, and it's like they're the best band. If they're playing in your town or anywhere near your town, go see them because
Yeah.
Trip Sun forever. Also, shout out Xandro. He's because I don't think he gets enough credit in that band because he's also got a very, very good singing voice, and it's cool to hear him and Hassan's vocals together.
Like the harmonies are incredible, and Xandro's drumming is like he's an incredible drummer.
Yeah,
Like it's not praised enough, but like yeah, they fit everything together so well, and Andy's really good on the bass as well. Like just straight up, nothing else to say.
yeah, yeah. Go check out Chem Strains on all the platforms, and go see Trip Sun and all those other bands and buy their stuff. Yeah. So what we're actually talking about today is Till the Fest 2. So Till the Fest is a festival that was, I guess, conceived, put together, put on by Ollie Ward, who does Till the Wheels, who's a London-based punk promoter and living legend. Yeah, so he did it last year. It was a massive success, so he's doing it again this year. And it's fair to say that there has been some concerns about whether or not it will be able to go ahead because of poor ticket sales, but thankfully the community came together and it's happening, and that's good. Or it's happening at time of recording this. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. Are you excited about it?
Oh yeah, I'm totally excited about it. Do you
Woo.
want to start talking about some bands?
Shall we talk about the venues first?
Yeah, we can talk about the
Because
venues.
hang on, let me get the Clash Finder thing up. They're using 4 venues this year. Yeah, well, 4 venues plus the New Cross House for like the label market, and they're doing some podcasts there as well. So that'd be cool. So I guess like the main or the big venue of the festival will be New Cross Inn.
Yep.
And then they've also got the Matchstick Pie House again, which was a cool little spot they had last year.
It was like what it reminds me of is like a big allotment shed. It's like a metal tin can. It's like really cool, and like the bands sound really, really good in there.
Yeah, there's no stage.
I've just probably slagged it off by calling it a big allotment shed.
Is it underneath the train track as well? Have I made that up?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but that's really
But
cool. I really like it
yeah.
there. And then you've also got the Bird's Nest, which is in Deptford. I've never been to. I feel
I've
like
never been there.
the amount of times I've been in South London for punk shows and I've never been to the Bird's Nest. So that will change. What's the matter, Dan? You look concerned.
Oh, I've never been to the Bird's Nest, and I've also never been to the Jazzboree.
Jazzborn.
Jazzborn, is that how you say it?
Yeah. But yeah, I know. I think that's quite a new because they lost Amersham for reasons I don't know, don't care. But yeah, so they've added a venue called the Jazzborn, which I've looked on the map, and it's along sort of New Cross Roadish kind of way.
Okay.
But yeah, so that'd be. I'm assuming that's quite a smaller one as well. Looking at the acts they've got in there, I feel like that's going to be more for an acousticy type bands. Looking at the lineups of the bands that are playing there.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Anyway, yeah, so they're the venues, all in sort of New Cross area, which I think if we were organized professional people, I would have sort of worked out the walking distances. But are they on our website anyway? Have you seen? You talk.
No.
I'll look.
No. I don't know they are, but
I feel like I saw something.
I think they were the Matchstick Pie House and New Cross Inn. It was like a 12-minute walk, I would say. That was like the biggest walk of Tilfest one.
Biggest walk of my life.
There was always pals on that walk, so it never felt like 12 minutes.
All right, I found it. Cracking. So where was it? The Bird's Nest is a 17-minute walk from New Cross, 8-minute walk from Matchstick Pie House, and 12-minute walk from the Jazzborn.
Ooh.
And then yeah, the Bird's Nest to New Cross 17 minutes. Bird's Nest for New Cross to Matchstick is 12 minutes. 9-minute to the Jazzborn. Yeah, so they're all within a 15-minute walk of each other. So if you need the information, it's on the Till the Wheels website on the homepage. Very helpfully, just have to scroll down a bit. Yeah, so they're the venues. So bands, that's what we probably want to talk about the most.
Yeah, let's talk about some bands.
Shall we start with the Friday bands? Who are you looking forward to there?
Okay. So this is really easy for me because you've probably heard me talk about it about 3 or 4 times by now. But the person I'm most looking forward to seeing is Mirex. 100%, like absolutely, like the thing that got me to buy my ticket immediately was the announcement of Mirex. So they play sort of pop punk, like sort of more on the sort of, I'd say like emo sort of spectrum of it, but it's very like astral and like lots of sort of piano. Originally, a lot of the songs were written with just like drum machine and then the accompaniments, and then they've scaled it up to now a full band and they're more like sort of pop punky. And they've released a EP this year called is it called Jupiter Previous? I think it's actually called something else, but the lead single was Jupiter Previous. It's called, oh, it's a dinosaur name. This is not good for a dyslexic person.
Hang on.
Physosaur.
I'm on it. Hang on. Mirex. I'll come and help you, Dan.
Thank you.
This is where I just picture it as well, and I don't have the reasoning. There's an EP with a underwater dinosaur on the cover.
Yes.
Plesiosaur?
There you go.
That's my guess. I might be wrong.
It's probably right.
You know who would know? Craig. Craig loves
Yes.
dinosaurs. Craig would know. Craig
would know.
if you're listening to this, next time you see us, tell us how to pronounce it. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, I've never seen them, as I'm looking forward to finally seeing them.
Yeah, they'll be incredible. They also released a album. I think it might have been last year, called Mega Bear, which was I'm just checking how many songs are on it. I think it's 52. Yeah, I was right in what I was about to say. It's a 52 song album, and nothing on the album is more than 1:20. So most of the songs are like 32 seconds long. And the whole idea with the album is you could shuffle it and it's a different album every time you listen to it. And I know that sounds artsy and pretentious, but they really, really pulled it off. And it's one of the best things I heard last year. And it's absolutely incredible. And I really recommend it. So I really recommend seeing Mirex and like all the Astral and Space references and like the way that they write lyrics and songs. I think they are some of the best songs I've heard, and I'm just absolutely entranced and ready to go see them. And I'll probably, if you see me, I'll probably have a minor cry while watching them because their songs
no.
do something to me. It's
no.
very much that on-sin thing again, where I will very much enjoy it. And they're straight after Burnt Tapes as well.
No. According to this latest Clash Finder, they're not anymore.
Oh, well, okay. I need to bring up the latest Clash Finder then.
Yeah, I mean, we should say obviously things are always subject to change because this is a DIY punk festival, and obviously with what's going on in the world currently, with COVID still a thing, people have no money, so all these kind of things. So yes, things are always subject to change.
Oh,
So,
okay. So they've been put there.
yes.
Okay.
So one of the ones I'm looking forward to on the Friday is Filthy Militia.
Yeah, Filthy Militia.
I feel like this year, like since they released the EP, which I've forgotten the name of once again, I'm not going to look. Frosty, sorry, but it's really good. Yeah, but they've been really, really on it. Like they've added a couple of new members, and they just keep going from strength to strength. And I'm excited by Filthy Militia. I don't see them as like the Scar opener anymore. They're one of these bands that are paid their dues and now should be climbing up bills.
Yeah, definitely. But they are the Scar opener at New Cross.
They are the Scar opener, yeah. I will say also, Frosty, please don't make us do any squatting this time because that ruined level up for everyone.
He's gonna do that now.
I'm gonna refuse to play along.
After not seeing them for years, I've seen them twice this year now, and they're absolutely incredible. They're a force to be reckoned with, and Frosty is an amazing front person. Like adding Tom and Eve from Leadshot Hazard into the band as well. They are just incredible musicians, and like it's amazing to see like this band come for me out of nowhere and be so good and incredible. And yeah, if I'm not watching Gender Warfare, I will be watching them.
I think this whole festival is just Clash crazy, isn't it?
Oh, it's yeah. The decisions we are going to have to make are going to be nasty.
I got a freeway one later.
I've just seen one that's like really nasty for me.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah. So I'm also looking forward to Hell's Ditch. I've seen them I think 3 times this year, and brilliant.
I saw them at Fish Stock with you, and they were very good. They were just incredible.
They didn't play Fish Stock. Booze Cruise.
Booze Cruise.
Booze Cruise. Yeah.
They're both at Exchange. It's my fault.
Yeah, Dan. Gosh. Yeah, just really, really good. I think they're a bit of a super group, aren't they? And just they're like really good pop punk music. And like Nick, their front man, has one of my favorite voices, and just really tight band. I met their bass player Christian in Hamburg at that Booze Cruise. Lovely chap as well. So yeah,
they're lovely humans. I chatted with them and Trophy Jump after they played, and yeah, they're just lovely people as well, and very crowd participation-y as well. So they're really fun.
Yeah, they're good at what you can tell they're a band that have been in other bands and they know what they're doing. And then another one for, I mean, this Friday evening, like you got JB Conspiracy and the Filaments at New Cross, or you've got like Nosebleed, Early Flights, and Burnt Tapes at the Matchstick Pie House, which is quite a decision because I really like all of those bands.
I'm going to be running between venues, but looks of it, I'll probably do Filthy Militia, Hell's Ditch, Rex, JB, Burnt Tapes, and then probably go home before the after party sets, unfortunately, because I'll be doing trains. Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to go back and forth.
It's like, mad.
Those decisions are difficult. Yeah, that's a very difficult pick, especially like Pizza Tramp and Mirex. That's a hell of a like choice to make for me individually. But
it's a clash that does make sense though, because they are 2 very different bands.
Yeah.
So It's not like, say, if you put Early Flights and Burnt Tapes on at the same time, because they're two bands that sound quite similar. Do you know Early Flights?
No, I don't.
Oh, they're wonderful. They're a Spanish band. I want to say Madrid, but I've forgotten now. We'll say Madrid.
I will go listen to them.
You should. They like sort of along the older sort of gruff, punky kind of sound, like sort of Burnt Tapes sound. They've recorded their EP at the Ranch as well.
Oh, okay.
So sounds incredible. Just really, really good band. They came over for Do It Together Fest like back in January 2020, which was really cool. And then they came back. They came back for what is this festival called? Till the Fest. They came over last year, and I guess they sort of met Ollie and sort of said, "Oh yeah, we're in a band," and I guess they asked to play, and Ollie said yes. So I think that's really cool that they've been given a chance to, because that's what people in bands go to shows, meet the promoters, and you get gigs. Facts. And support communities, yeah, and just really good band, really nice people as well. Spoke to their drummer Hansford a few times, and lovely guy. And then obviously Burnt Tapes headlining Matchstick Pie House.
Yeah,
they're amazing. That's all you can say, really.
Incredible.
But yeah, then sort of JB and Filaments on the other at New Cross, just both bands are headlining bands.
Oh, definitely.
And it's a mad one.
Like, I'm actually quite glad about that clash because, like, yeah, JB Conspiracy for me, if that clashed with Burnt Tapes, I'd be very, very unhappy. Like, JB Conspiracy have put out in the beginnings, it's one of the best ska albums ever made. Like, it's absolutely incredible, and watching them is ethereal, like how good their vocals are, like they cut through everything, and to see that live and that power and that presence, it's an incredible sight to behold. So
yeah, and then the Filaments are legends as well, and just always really good fun to watch. And like,
yeah,
always love seeing Pook bounce around the stage with his sort of hair going everywhere. And what a band! What a band! Hey, we're going to get timed out in 7 minutes. Shall we do an advert?
Do you want to talk about the after party bands just quickly?
Oh, sugar. Yeah, we should do that. I was thinking after. So you got
mentioned.
Let's mention. Oh, you go for it, Dan. I've done loads of talking there. You talk.
Oh, I thought I'm going to mispronounce this. I'm sorry, Hassan.
Okay, I'll do this for you.
Lunar.
Correct.
Yeah?
I think so.
Correct. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. So you got Hassan doing Luna, which is his like solo project, hip hoppy sort of pop, rap sort of project, which is very, very cool. Really recommend it. And then the Restarts are playing at an incredible time, which is like they're starting playing at 12:05, who are just an incredible band, just very DIY, very leftover crack, very, very good.
That is so late. 1 a.m. they finish.
Yeah,
that's for the hardcores, isn't it? That one. That's for the ones who don't worry about sleeping.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we'll do a quick advert for our good pal Mark was supposed to. Mark Bartlett of Our License Cinema and Init Records was supposed to join us today, but sadly he's got a sore throat, so couldn't come on. But I just wanted to say, so his label Init Records, they on the 1st of October, they are releasing a pre-order, I think, for, hang on, I am so unprepared. Blah, blah, blah. So Ode to Sleep, they released their first EP with Init Records. They're going to also release their second one, and it's called Are You Awake? And it's up for pre-order from the 1st of October on CD and cassette. And they've also got like a new t-shirt and some patches. And I really enjoyed the first release. I'm looking forward to hearing this. So check them out. Check it all out. It's on the Init Records, like Facebook pages, and I guess Ode to Sleep's Facebook pages. And yeah, support what Mark's doing, because he's one of the most supportive guys in this whole world and is a hero. So check that out. Support the label, support the band. Yeah, advert complete. I hope I didn't butcher it too badly, Mark. Cool. I'll end this. We'll be back in a second. Hello, we're back for this episode of the CPRW podcast. We're still talking about Till the Fest 2, and we're now going to run through some of the bands we're most looking forward to on the Saturday. This is when they open up all 4 venues, and it looks very, very stacked.
Yeah, it looks incredible. Like, so many good bands playing.
Like the thing that sort of really stands out to me, like looking at it today, and like I said, obviously things could change on the lineup, so don't listen to this and make your schedule directly from it. Look, check as close as you can. But so you've got the McAllister brothers going at it on different venues.
Yeah,
Drama.
this is going to be quite difficult because I have to choose between these because I like both of them a lot. I think I'm going to choose Sunliner. As a ex Jake and the Jellyfish fan of I own 3 Jake and the Jellyfish t-shirts, and 1 Sunliner t-shirt. I feel like after watching Sunliner the first time, which I think was that Do It Together or was that Till the Fest last time? But like,
no, I think I saw them. Was it the Call Me Malcolm album release last year?
Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
Eat Defeat and probably a ska band. I've forgotten now.
Anyway,
it doesn't matter, does it? It's
the new material sounds incredible, and I'm really excited to hear it in full and hear it now. Hearing some of the tracks from the album already, like I'm really stoked to hear the whole thing played live. So, yeah. Excited to see them.
They've just released a pre-order for that as well, haven't they?
They have on Lockjaw Records.
So I'm looking forward to hearing that. To be honest, I think I will probably choose Toodles and the Hectic Pity, partly because I promised Max on a Saturday. He was at the Trip Sun gig. I said, "Yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks." So maybe I should go see Toodles. But either way, what amazing bands!
I saw Max as well, and he forgot who I was, though we met twice. So I'm going to go see Sunliner. He was really apologetic and actually really nice.
Decision made.
Toodles are incredible as well. So it's a really difficult.
If you go see one, I go see the other. When we come to reviewing this, bases are covered.
Or we can both say that they were awful and we should have gone seen the opposite.
Yeah, the Closed Hands are also playing at the Pie House. I don't know anything about them. Do you?
No.
Oh.
This is
yeah, we've not done much prep. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
If you don't like the McAllisters, go see Closed Hands, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. And then like Cosmic on After Toodles, they're doing a weekender tour together. And I saw them at Fishstock, and really, really cool, like indie pop punk band. Like it's like a specialist subject supergroup. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I say I saw them. They were playing in the Exchange basement and it was quite full. And I think I was quite near the back. So I was in the room when they played. So it'd be good to see them like at New Cross where I'd actually be able to get a view.
Harker are also really good, who are on at the same time.
Yeah, they are.
It's been a while since I've seen them, but they play really good, sort of that gruffy, sort of soundy punk rock.
Yeah.
And like they're really incredible. And yeah, stoked to see them. That's where I'm going.
That was a really, really stacked opening of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. And then after that, Manchester's finest, Fair Dues are playing at the Matchstick Pie House. Skate punk royalty, absolutely fantastic band. Last time I saw them was the MPF after party, where they played one of the best sets I've ever seen, and I got to introduce a lot of friends to Fair Dues, and like they were literally blown away when they were doing with some of the techie stuff that they were doing with their songs. And I had friends like literally jaws hitting the floor with how well they were playing. It was incredible. So
they
like if
shredders.
if you like techie skate punk, they're incredible. I would check out their album Leopard as well.
So they clash with old Gareth James, who's doing the Jazzborn. I'm guessing it's an acoustic set. That's what Gareth does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he plays heartfelt acoustic songs. He's absolutely lovely. He's best human on the
yeah,
lineup, I would say, even.
oh,
So
there's a lot of good humans on this lineup. That is some claim.
yeah,
That is some claim.
yeah, he's one of my favorite people. So I would go see him if I wasn't watching Fair Dues. I
Yeah.
might actually dip out of Fair Dues early to watch the end of Gareth's set, depending on how close the Jazzborn is. So yeah.
Oh, hang on, don't come up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like what else we got on there? You got Incisions are playing at New
Incisions.
Cross. That'll be I haven't seen them since they played Gorilla at MPF before
Yeah.
the lockdown. So I really want to see them again.
Because I saw them play MPF Gorilla this year
Oh,
as well, and they were absolutely incredible. Just brung it like completely, like it's perfect hardcore. It sounds ferocious with teeth and absolutely physical, and it was just incredible. And yeah, I probably will be seeing Incisions again in New Crosshead.
me too. See, and then you got. Did you see Rochambeau yet?
No, that's on the list of things to see. I
Yeah.
really like Rochambeau. I haven't listened to any of the songs post the first single, which was Poisoning the Well. But I really am looking forward to. I saw there was Lookout Records, wasn't it? Pook's record label.
Pook out.
Is it Pook Out?
Pook out.
That's my bad. Has announced a pre-order for. Is it an EP or an album?
It's an album, I think. Yeah, it's an album. Yeah, I pre-ordered it. I should know these things. Bloody Pook, and
It
is
was a
constant
Scarpunk question.
releasing of really good stuff. I feel like I should have shares in Pook Out Records at this point. He takes all of my money. Yeah, but that's I forget that. I think it's due out end of October. Might be wrong. Sorry if I am. But yeah, they're like a ska punk super group of. They've got members of JB, Faintest Idea, and the Junk, Ducking Punches, Millie Manders. Yeah, just really, really exciting new ska punk band, and I can't wait for more of them. They're doing a few shows this year as well. So if you're not going until the fest, find where they're playing and go see them. I think they're definitely doing Bristol at some point. I saw that.
Yeah, they're doing a Bristol show, which I think is it Rochambeau, Redeeman,
Boom Boom Raccoon.
Boom Boom Raccoon, which is incredible.
Yeah, I think I looked at that and I thought, oh,
rock. Yeah,
yeah, I think I looked at that and thought, oh, I'd like to go to that. But
I was thinking of driving down for it.
yeah, you live closer to Bristol than I do,
Yeah,
slightly. Then the band from Denmark, I'm quite looking forward to seeing because I know I got a lot of love at MPF as a Nexo.
they're incredible.
Yeah, I did.
They're really, really good.
So many people were raving about them after MPF, so I really want to check them out and see what that's about. Awkward pause.
I'm just thinking. I think I've seen them before. I think did I catch them at MPF? My brain is gone with this because I recognized the name and I was like, they are really, really good and incredible. But yeah, I can't remember anything about them right now, which is really bad. Because on a podcast we need to talk about things.
Craig will be disappointed in us. He listens. Yeah, you've also got like a double of like Spoilers and Uber Patrol at New Cross sort of around the same time, like, and that'll be a lot of fun.
That would be like that proper Fat Wreck era
Yeah,
punk rock, like absolute amazing. I saw Spoilers. They played a show for me in Reading a couple of weeks ago, and they're just like completely on form and incredible, and just one of the best UK punk rock bands. Still like bringing it every single show, and like Roundabouts is an incredible song.
yeah. I don't think I've seen Spoilers since the Before Times. It's been ages since I've seen Spoilers, so I'll probably go along to that.
Punks Don't Die is still a tune as well. Just
Yeah,
absolutely, like having everyone sing along for that is just always magical. Yeah.
Then you got
You know,
Darko.
oh, Darko, incredible.
Th-
I think Saturday, looking at the lineup, the thing I'm most looking forward to is watching Darko again. I saw them at MPF, but like I've wanted to see them again as soon as possible. They'll be coming back from Canadian tour, I believe, as well.
Yes.
So they'll be like completely on form, and they'll be playing stuff from the EP. And I think the EP is being released in October, and there's just one more song to go off of it. But everything off of it so far has been absolutely amazing. The Ladder was like the perfect opening single. I think it's Auxiliary Genocide is like incredible, and Cruel to Be was just has one of the best guitar lines and guitar licks I've ever heard. They're hands down the best UK skate punk band in my opinion, other than the Human Project. But yeah, just absolutely incredible. And yeah, Tom is one of the best vocalists going.
Hearing Tom sing live is something else. I saw Tom at Punk Rock Holiday, in fact. They're like, so you know, Bad Religion was supposed to headline the Friday.
Yeah.
But they had to pull out for reasons I don't know. So what they didn't have time to replace them with another like big headline act. So what they do is like on the last day, have like a little VIP after party thing where they just have a band called Pigs Parliament, like a ska band, and they play cover sets and have karaoke. So what they did, they put them on the main stage and got various singers from bands and like people who were just attending, who are in bands who can sing, to come on stage, and it was really, really good. And Tom, he sang 2 songs. I've forgotten one of them, but the other one was Sell Out by Real Big Fish.
Did he do something by The Offspring by chance? Because I know he's really got like Dexter Holland in him.
Maybe
something like Send in the Sun, or something off Americana, because I think I saw a video of it.
You think I can't remember which Offspring song it was now, because I'm not a massive Offspring fan anyway. But yeah,
like, as somebody that does vocals in a band, singing Offspring is ridiculously difficult because Dexter Holland has such a unique range and a unique like vocal timbre to his voice. So to imitate that is such a skill and such difficult to do. And the fact that Tom can is like incredible on its own, and then to sing the song well on top of that, it's incredible. I'm just in awe of Tom.
I think a lot of people are. Then like I guess you got like, so finishing up at New Cross, you've got Barstool Preachers, Wonk Unit, and Snuff, which is a hell of a run of bands. All 3 of those could be the final like band of the night easily.
Like yeah, definitely. Like they're all incredible. Wonk is my personal favorite out of the few, especially what they've added Vez now to their outfit. Like she is like an incredible addition to them, and like I really like her songs on the most recent record. I'm now going to forget the name of. The most recent record was called
Baby Daddy or something. Or I made that
up.
It
was
Uncle Daddy.
It was Uncle Daddy. That was what the record was called.
The one.
But Raise Your Glass is an absolute tune off that album. It's one of my favorite Wonk Unit songs now.
Yeah, you got Snuff, who are just absolute like UK punk rock legends.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And you got Barstool Preachers, who are a party band. They bring such sort of good, like I always feel like such a dickhead saying this word, but they bring such good vibes to like anything they do. Such sort of positivity and like encouraging people to come together. Like the Barstool Preachers are great for that.
I had a friend put up a Facebook post about that, like not tagging the band, saying that he'd seen them at New Cross Inn and they were just like such a positive vibe and had a positive energy, and like really got like the young audience and the older audience to come together, and like literally had this such a positive sort of thing about them. And I remember forwarding it on to Paul, who then forwarded it on to Barstool, and they were just like over the moon about it and just really happy about it. But like it's seen with like, it's not just like you that feels that, it's anybody that seems to see them seems to think,
Yeah.
they have such a positive energy about them.
Yeah. Then you got at Matchstick, the final three bands are the Sharons, the Dub Writers, and Fresh. And if I'm honest, I don't know a lot about the Sharons or the Dub Writers.
I know some things about Dub Writers. They're pretty queer and upfront with their politics, and they're lovely people and play some great music, and it's very dubby by their name and nature. So it's really good.
And say Fresh are probably one of the most like loved bands in the indie punk scene. Like they all like, whenever I see them, I'm just like, this is just a really, really good tight band. They write really, really good pop songs, and there's also a lot of substance in them as well. Like there's good meaning in them there. I don't think they're so much aimed at me, but like I can see like the people they would be aimed for, how they can be like very empowering and inspirational. And it's really cool to see a band like Fresh going out and killing it at the moment. So
yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so that's Saturday in a nutshell. And then we've got Sunday, which is mental day.
Who are you most looking forward to on Sunday?
Oh, well, obviously Lightyear, because Lightyear are the greatest band that ever existed. Yeah. Yes, Daniel, they are. Don't make me fire you. But obviously, you got Random Hand, Lightyear and Random Hand as a headline duo is just, if you like ska punk, that's like your happiest dream ever, surely.
Random Hand announced that they're working on a new album as well, so hopefully we get another snippet of that.
Yeah, I feel like they played a new one at Level Up.
They did play a new one at Level Up, and it was very, very good. Had a weird trombone hook to it, and it was really cool. But they were incredible at Level Up, and they were just a force to be reckoned with, as they are. I get worried for New Cross's floor every time they play. It held through Level Up, but there doesn't seem to be anybody else playing at the same time as Random Hand, so I'm not sure it'll be holding this year, but maybe it will.
I will make sure to stand by the door. I definitely will not go downstairs during their set.
But yeah, they're absolutely incredible. And to be fair, Lightyear, when I was watching them with you and Lara and Nikki and Emma last year, I actually really enjoyed them.
Because they are really, really good.
Yeah, they are good. They didn't do as much whatever they did last time I saw them.
They're just this is the second time today I've been speaking about Lightyear. This is how much I love them. Like, it's what happens when I talk to Paul. Did I mention I recorded a podcast with Paul this morning? If not, there's no context in that whatsoever. But we've started with the headline bands there. So should we start at the beginning of the day?
No, I want to talk about the other headline.
Okay, well, you want to talk about the Human Project, Dan?
I want to talk about the Human Project.
You talk about the Human Project. I'll have a drink.
The Human Project are the best UK band. There's no question about this. Their two albums, The Origins and Barry and Cool, are two of the best political skate punk albums out there. Like, the stuff that they talk about is increasingly potent, and the lyrics are some of the best lyrics I've heard about political subjects. I think the guitars are so meshed together so well and have the most techie riffs without being overpowering. The hooks and the harmonies are just absolutely perfect, and I wish they were playing a little bit longer. And that will be my headliner for the night, and I might not even watch Random Hand. I'll just enjoy the Human Project and then peak there. And I just wholeheartedly, if you like skate punk or punk rock, they are the band to see on the Sunday.
Yeah, they don't play that often anywhere either, do they? So
no, they don't.
It's quite a cool thing to see. I'm guessing with Luke being there, maybe that means he'll have his violin and we'll go play with Crazy Arm as well.
Ooh, that'll
be nice.
They are one of the other incredible bands on the Sunday who are just blow away so good that just their writing and songwriting is just absolutely incredible, and their blend of country music with punk rock is one of the best mixtures I've heard that works perfectly for them.
They were a highlight from last year as well, definitely. It was
Very
so
much
good.
so.
Then I think another big one on the Sunday is Ducking Punch's final ever London show, which is huge.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing that. Like, I don't think they've been as active since the lockdown. I don't know if they played any shows since lockdown, but I know Dan's now moved to Manchester and is tattooing everyone. Yeah, but Ducking Punch is just a really emotional sort of punk rock band. Like how they've like progressed through the years as well. Like I think it started solo, then they kind of added. It was more acoustic, sort of, but with like electric instruments. Like I had a violinist, and then they sort of just moved to a full-on sort of four-piece punk rock band. And yeah, I think for me, like when I was sort of really getting back into the like UK DIY music, Ducking Punches were one of the bands I saw all the time and really, really loved. And that it's sad that they're calling it a day, but I'm glad I'll be able to be there for the last London show because I don't think I'll be able to go to the Norwich one.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
I will definitely be seeing Ducking Punches with you.
that'll be a very emotional set, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. I guess with Ollie as well. They're obviously very old friends from like when Ollie sort of lived in Norwich, and it does seem very fitting for them to come do this show. But at the same time as them, which I'm quite sad to be missing them, with Bobby Funk as well.
Yeah, Bobby Funk are incredible.
But I've seen them. Was it Fishstock this year or last year? I can't remember
Last
now.
year.
But
It's
yeah,
last year.
but incredible
There's,
again.
there's no better feeling than shouting, "I'm a cat. I'm a cat. Fuck you. Meow." There's
You think
just
they
no
hate that
better
song
feeling.
yet?
No.
I feel like
I
that would be
wouldn't.
the
If I'd
song.
written that, I'd be chuffed that people were singing that at me every time.
I just feel like it's one of those ones where it's like, okay, we've got to play this one now because this is the one people love.
No, I think that's a bang.
Fair.
unless they decide that they're going to be a heavy political band and then have to still play "I'm a cat."
It's like with Propagandy, obviously they wrote Scar Sucks, and I imagine they really hate that they wrote that song because
Propaganda are a band that's like changed dramatically now.
yeah, but
So
if I had to go see them, I'd want to hear that song. Although I wouldn't want to go see them.
yeah, because you're not a huge fan of the later records.
No,
which is more where their sound has gone. Like they have one Scar record. It's like
they have one
expecting
Scar
Flatline.
song.
Yeah, it's
And
just dramatically How to Clean Everything sounds different. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Flatliners having one Scar record and then expecting them to play anything off the Scar record when you go see them.
Yeah, it always disappoints me. Yeah, and then you got there's obviously Trip Sun are playing, and they're playing that's going to be the Matchstick Pie House. That'll be a floor show, so I can see that getting a bit wild and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And who else you got? I've kind of working my way backwards through this now, which seems the wrong way of doing it. Like we said about Crazy Sniff.
Sniff is good.
Which is
I don't want to say much about Sniff because I feel like I'd spoil it, but it's one of my friends said it's like a punk rock opera, which is a very lovely way of putting it.
Yeah, it's just really good, catchy sort of pop punk music, isn't it? And
if you haven't seen it before, I'd really recommend it.
Yeah, incredible. Same time as well as that. That's a sort of stacked time. A great Crazy Sniff. And you got Cynics, which is Giles of Great Cynics fame. He is going to do an acoustic set, I think, of early Great Cynic songs.
Oh, nice.
Which will also be very special. Like, yeah, Great Cynics are probably the band that got me back into like UK DIY punk rock. I wasn't listening to anything. I was just listening to loads of American bands, and I somehow discovered Great Cynics, and the rest is history, I guess. Yeah, so they're a really important band to me. So that's such a, again, horrible clash. I mean, I don't like to complain about crashes. Crashes. I definitely don't want to complain about crashes. Clashes, because obviously the festival you're going to have clashes, and the better the festival is, the more clashes you're going to be. I'd be complaining if there was a time when I didn't want to see any band. So it's good there's clashes. it's just a really tough decision to make.
Yeah, it really is.
Life is hard.
Life is hard.
Life is hard. And then you got Call Me Malcolm and Faintest Idea as like a 2 in a row job at New Cross.
Yeah, like
Before 5 o'clock as well.
Yeah, seeing Faintest Idea and Call Me Malcolm play so early as well is strange. So like, be a nice like little. If you've never seen those bands, it'd be like a nice little taster of what you get at a headline show from either of them. And Faintest Idea's 2 new singles are 2 of the best Faintest Idea songs, like Nosedive, and I think the other one's could Stomp Them Down.
Yeah. It's weird calling that a new single. It feels like it's been out for years now.
Yeah, Stomp Them Down has, Nosedive hasn't, but like they're not on an album, so I can call them new singles until they are.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, Nosedive has the best fucking hook I've heard. Like I like even now, like my brain's going Nosedive. It's great. Yeah.
Then you've got the same time as then you've got Wrong Life on as well.
Which is,
Fraser Murderburger's sort of new pop punk band coming down from.
One of the worst clashes for me, because like I'm super excited to see The Wrong Life, but I have to choose between listening to Faintest and The Wrong Life. Like everything that Fraser ever did in Murderbuggers is some of my favorite pop punk. So seeing his new sort of The Wrong Life like is going to be super exciting for me, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
And then I've realized we're just not talking about any bands from one venue, and there's a few bands I want to see, but we'll come to that in a minute. Then you've got another. This is a awful again. I feel like I should stop moaning about clashes because clashes are a thing. But like at 2 o'clock on the Sunday at 3 different venues, you've got Old Chase, Brutaligators, and KEMF.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Like which friends do we see is the problem here?
Yep. Let's say the Old Chase, I guess, are like very sort of 90s fat wreck kind of skate punk band. Brutaligators. Go on.
I like to think Old Chase are like gutter mouth if they weren't absolute awful people. Like it's very much that sound, and like it's really nice to have gutter mouth that I can listen to without feeling terrible. So I really like Old Chase.
And then say Brutaligators, I think are more like the indie emos or pop punk sound. Like they're a band I've been wanting to see for years, and one day I will, but I feel like I might not this time, sadly, because look at the other bands.
No, you've got to go see Brute Alligators for one of us.
But also Katie's playing, and Katie's a very good friend, and I haven't seen her since like last November.
I'm probably going to go see Katie as well, because like I haven't seen her since she played with Burnt Tapes.
Yeah.
And I've seen Old Chase, I think, twice. So and then I'm playing with Old Chase again in October. So
I am assuming because they're playing the Jazz Ball and looking at the other bands on that lineup, it'll be just Katie acoustic rather than full band, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know Katie's been working on like her new album, and I'm very excited for that. And I don't know if they'll play some new songs or the classics, but
Katie's just super good at like heartfelt stuff that really connects, and like it feels like really, really personal, even if you're not going through the thing that she's talking about, and like it really, really connects. And for that genre of music, that's the most important thing. And
like her political songs as well are usually really, really powerful, and like it makes you want to like what's the word, like just I think inspire the right word, but like really enraged. Clusterfuck is my favorite song on her set, so I like the one I sang on for the new album, which I've forgotten the name of. It's about burning something down. Yeah, and then we haven't spoken about any of the Bird's Nest bands.
Yeah, do you want to talk about Making Friends? Yes.
Making Friends are a really, really good skate punk band.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Masonette. Really,
Brian's
really good.
in that band as well.
Yeah. I like that they're giving him a rest between.
I think they should have just made him go on straight away. Punish him for playing twice.
Nah, like they Mason it about like they're in that sort of gap between sort of Malcolm, Sniff, Crazy Arm, and Cynics, and it just loads on. And again, I've not seen them yet, and I'd like to see them. Decisions.
Resuscitators are absolutely incredible
Yeah,
as well.
I've been
and
listening to the EP earlier, and they're like CPRW Records played a little tiny part of helping put that out, and the Resuscitators, like the guys in the band, apart from Kyle, are the best people.
very much.
Roger and Matt are the best people, and then Kyle drums, and doesn't like Bedford, so we will make fun of Kyle. I mean, why would anyone like Bedford? I don't know. I see his point, but yeah, just really cool. Like I guess gruff punk. They out there. Pretend It's Not Over is a really good EP, and more. I don't know. I feel like it was a bit overlooked because it's really good.
It's very good, and
So,
as you say, they are the best people. And
apart from Kyle,
after don't slag off Kyle. I won't stand for it. Yeah, I'm gonna be running straight there after ducking punches finish and catching as much as I can. Probably with you. So yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's the thing I am quite worried about. So fantasy resuscitators and then not getting back in time for Lightyear or getting in for Lightyear. But I feel like it'll be fine. I just have to run really fast, which is not something I enjoy doing. But I will for punk rock and for Lightyear. Yeah. Any other bands you want to talk about?
Just
there's probably
Tim
loads on
Loud's
there.
really good. Really like Tim Loud. Like incredible record he's got. I'll probably catch him. Chaz is doing a solo acoustic set, and Sam Rusco is incredible as well. I think that's everyone.
Yeah, it's mad. It's like Grey Market are playing. Did I mention them?
Oh yeah, Grey Market are playing as well.
Who, like we said,
Clash with Incisions as well. That's the hardcore clash, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've also got at the New Cross House. You've got a label market going on with some. I saw this earlier. Where did I put it? Oh, that's so hard to read. Bloody Ollie. So they got some stalls, which I have to. Can you hear me if I talk? Like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got Big Scary Monsters, Get Up, Beer, Hawker, Till the Wheels, Everything Sucks Music, Alter Skate Shop, Best Day Ever Skateboarding, In It Records, Pookout Records having stalls at the New Cross Inn, New Cross House even, which is like the pub across the road from the New Cross Inn. And that'll be upstairs, I guess. And you've also got some podcasts happening in the New Cross House as well. You've got the Angry Little Welshman and Friends podcast, which I don't know anything about, but sounds fun just from the title. And then you've got Giles's podcast, 101 Part-Time Jobs, doing a live one. And then you've got the CBIB podcast, which is also doing a live podcast, and the Punk Rock Academy podcast, which is doing a live podcast. So you've got them going on as well. If you need a break from bands, go check them out. Yeah, that is Till the Fest 2 previewed, I think. If Dan, you've muted yourself. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I went to blow my nose. That's it previewed.
It previewed. Any quick tips before
we time out? Make sure you plan to get food in your Clash Finder, as usual. Pace yourself and don't drink too much. Coming from the two sober people. Just look after yourself. You don't want to be wiped out on day 3 because you drank too much on days 1 and 2 and then miss your favorite bands or not be able to enjoy them. The walks between the venues as well, just make sure you're prepared for those. They can take a toll on you, and make sure you just plan plenty of times to get.
I think as well, once it gets darker as well, maybe plan to go with a buddy.
Yeah.
I don't want to end this on like a downer, but obviously there are horrible people about, so it's always best to be careful. No one wants to hear of any sort of bad news that's happened. So yeah, plan to go with a buddy. Let people know which way you're going if you are going on your own. Also, my festival tip, as it always is, take a snack, put it in your pocket. I will be going for peanuts, obviously. Yeah.
I'll be going with wine gums.
Oh, there is also some, I believe there are some deals as well at various places where you can get food.
Ooh.
And now, yeah, 10% off food at Seven Burgers, Beirut, and the Bird's Nest.
The Beirut's incredible.
Beirut do some very nice falafel wraps. Seven Burgers, I think, used to be Chicago's, which is a couple of doors down from New Cross. I've not been in since it's rebranded, but I'm sure it's still very nice. And yeah, look after each other, obviously, and have a nice time. And big love to Ollie for getting it on and all the work and all the stress. Hopefully, I'm sure it will be worth it all. And yeah, I think that's the it. That's the it. That's words.
That's the it.
Oh, look, we need to stop doing this now. I need to not talk again this evening.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They will be there. The more of the CPRW crew will be there. Say hi. Yep. We'll try our best not to be awkward as hell because
we're all awkward human beings. I'm not promising anything.
Everyone go say hi to Lara.
Lara's not awkward.
Lara will appreciate it. Okay, yeah, cool. Cheers. Bye-bye.